It is Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas. Time to spend with your friends and family. Time not to work. But it is also Christmas in Ukraine, in the trenches. Soldiers fighting right now for the freedom of Ukraine cannot go home and see their families. This is why this year I decided to work on Christmas and make this video. They cannot go anywhere, they have to be in those cold trenches. And I'm not talking about only the foot soldiers, I'm talking about everybody who does something for Ukraine in this Christmas. So I ask you to be mindful in this Christmas and to appreciate your family, your friends, the roof over your head, a nice food you have in front of you, because this might not be the reality in Ukraine. And here in Europe, I can say this, in Estonia we are able to have these things because Ukraine is fighting. We're able to be free because Ukraine is fighting. We don't have to fight Russia because Ukraine is fighting Russia. From me, from Artur, Rehi, I want to say, if you are from Ukraine, if you're connected to this war or contributing to Ukrainian freedom in any way, I want to say thank you. Thank you for fighting for Ukraine. Thank you for fighting for the free world. I'm not going to take this for granted. This video is also a fundraiser to help people affected by the Ukrainian war. This is Christmas in Kherson. Russians are very angry that they couldn't destroy the city like they destroyed Mariupol, and furthermore that they couldn't keep the city, so they are shelling it with incendiary munitions. They're trying to burn down the city. Why weren't Russians able to destroy Kherson like Mariupol? Well, because Ukrainians have HIMARS. They're destroying Russian ammunition depots and dumps daily. Russians simply do not have enough artillery munitions to destroy Kherson like they did with Mariupol, thanks to HIMARS. Let's see how Christmas is going in Bakhmut.
Друзі, на календарі 23 грудня. Це саме, що не є центр Бахмута. Чи Бахмута. Кому як подобається. Друзі, наразі оперативна обстановка в місті Бахмут така. З районів...
First of all, I want to address the fact that we're so used to this, that we're getting these videos straight from the front line. This is a Ukrainian soldier fighting in Bakhmut, right in the center of the city, giving us operational information as much as he can. He's not allowed to say a lot of things, but we're taking this for granted. This is extremely rare. This is extremely new. Only in this conflict this is possible. Straight from the front, straight from the soldier's phone who is fighting 23rd of December, yesterday. It still blows my mind. How is this possible? How we're living in such a reality and we're used to it. I'm just gonna check my Ukrainian war update from the soldier from the front line straight to my phone.
На Кліщіївки, за Бахмути, ворог намагався штурмувати наші позиції. Але наразі ці спроби були марні. Ворог зазнав втрат, був відбитий. Як чуєте, артилерійські обстріли, стрілкотня не припиняється зовсім. І так майже постійно. В деяких місцях, на жаль, не можу оприлюднити інформацію, наші підрозділи вийшли в контратаку, штурманули позиції за перебріком, вибили їх звідти. Але дуже хочеться відмітити деякі підрозділи, але, на жаль, таку інформацію не маю повноважень розголошувати. Тому скажу коротко, як зведення Генштабу. Ви вважаєте, говорите, що атаки відбились, Бахмут, Бахмутське, Солідар там, і цього наразі вам досить. Ту інформацію, яку ми подаємо. Бої тривають, ситуація непроста, але місто стоїть, місто тримається.
The situation is not easy, but the city is standing and holding. This is a very good message for Christmas. Bakhmut is not going to fall anytime soon. Ukrainians are going to fight for it. If they have fought for it like that for the last 6 months, they will fight for it in the future. Next video we're going to watch is a Russian propagandist in Melitopol who asked the person how was life before Russians invaded, occupied Melitopol, and how is life now. And the answer this person gave to the Russian propagandist might surprise you. It definitely surprised me and the propagandist.
Ребята, все вы знаете, что я говорю только правду. Хотел взять интервью у местного жителя. Мужчина в возрасте выгуливал собачку. На камеру он говорить отказался. И когда я его спросил, ну как живется сейчас и как жилось раньше, так уже просто поговорить, он сказал, раньше жили хорошо. Я говорю, а сейчас? Сейчас плохо. Пришли, говорит, русские и все воруют, воруют и воруют. Ну, человек недоволен.
Russians came and they're stealing. What? Wow! I would have never guessed. Anybody who has had a contact with the Russian way of life, Russian culture, know that theft is a very big part of it, and it comes with the Russian culture. You cannot separate these two. At least I haven't seen it. So I can vouch for what this man is a Russian propagandist, but honestly I can vouch for this message because in my life this has been true.
То, что Мелитополь стал городом России. Как говорится, на всех не угодишь, у каждого свое мнение, но я думал, я услышу совсем другие слова.
He cannot believe himself. See, a propagandist goes from Russia to Ukraine. He has been fed himself the Russian propaganda. The thing with Russian propagandists is they kind of start to believe their own bullshit. So he went to Ukraine, he asked around, and the truth immediately revealed itself that it is not such a good feeling to live under Ruski Mir. If you lie long enough, you start to believe your own lies. This is happening in Russia right now. Zelensky visited the United States of America and held a speech in the Congress. This is a truly historic moment, and I think 50 years, 100 years from now, students in the schools, in the history lessons, will be learning about this moment. Zelensky's speech in the Congress. For me, it means a lot, and I want to watch the first 3 to 4 minutes of that speech, or at least how he enters the room with you to share this historic moment. I want to feel like I was part of it, at least a little bit, with you.
The President of Ukraine.
Here he comes. See, all of these people have seen Zelensky from the internet. He has this aura around him, this hero of Ukraine, and now he's there. For me, this is wholesome. And the applauding doesn't end. The standing ovation, he got a standing ovation in the Congress. It does not stop. It goes on for quite a while, 1 minute and 50 seconds in, and it goes on for like another 30 seconds to a minute. His speech was incredibly good. I really enjoyed it. I suggest you go and watch it. But I wanted to share this moment when he comes in, he gets the standing ovation. This house here represents America and their political views abroad. They host such a welcome to Zelensky. I mean, this warms my heart. The House of Representatives on 23rd of December passed a 1.66 trillion government funding bill that provides record military funding and funds for Ukraine. Ukraine would get 45 billion in US emergency aid. This is not a coincidence that Zelensky visits the Congress just before this is passed. I think his speech really turned around some minds. This proves that funding for Ukraine is set for the next year. A lot of people say that if the political situation changes in the United States, Ukraine will be left alone in their troubles, but this is not true. Ukrainian funding is secure for the next year. And record funding, 45 billion. I mean, it's enough to knock Russia out cold. Valery Gerasimov, Russian Army Chief of the General Staff and Deputy to the Ministry of Defense. I want to share with you what this guy says, because it is out of this world. I mean, we should leave the propaganda to the propagandists. He is the Chief of Staff of the Russian Armed Forces. And it comes out of his mouth. Let's see it.
Летом этого года Украина прибегла к тактике ядерного терроризма, угрожая Европе ядерной катастрофой на Запорожской атомной станции. Практически ежедневно осуществляются систематические обстрелы ее территории. И только благодаря грамотным и эффективным действиям подразделений наших вооруженных сил по прикрытию атомной станции удается сохранять в безопасности данный ядерный объект.
I think no saying is more true about the Russian way of leading the country and the army than fish rots from the head. Putin is the head, this guy is the head of the military, and it is rotting. These are just lies coming out after lies. And as I said, if you lie all the time and all you know is lying, then you start to believe your own lies, and then you lose all touch with reality. This guy, he's lost it. Truck drivers in the military, also in the Russian military or Ukrainian military or Estonian military, and tank drivers, everybody, if you're going to park your vehicle for a longer period of time, you don't know when you're going to move out, it might be in 1 hour or in 10 hours, you gotta put up the camouflage net. It is a very tedious thing to do because it takes time, and some other soldiers who are with you might already start eating or start putting up the tents, but you gotta put up the camouflage net. It's physical work and it's tedious. But in this video we see why it's necessary for one reason. I mean, the first reason, you cannot see the tank or the truck from above, but the second reason is quite good.
Короче, второй уёбыш, блядь, завис над танком, нахуй.
This is a kamikaze drone that got stuck in the camo net. This camo net literally saved the tank.
Вот он сейчас висит, блядь. Хуй его, сука. Не сработал он или шот. Ну тоже, блядь. Сейчас непонятно, что с ним, блядь, уебать, чтоб не уебал танк. Хуй его знает. Ну, короче, второй приземлился вот прямо в дерево. Ему помешало дерево.
One got stuck in the camo net, the other one got stuck in the tree. Both of them didn't work. Honestly, you tell your children to eat your vegetables. In the army, you tell your soldiers to put up the camo nets because they don't want to do it. It's tedious and it's... I will end this video with a clip of Ukrainian soldiers demonstrating to us what Mortal Kombat really is. You gotta keep it light. I mean, it's Christmas after all. Merry Christmas to everybody who is watching this video. I hope you get to spend good quality time with your friends and family. And let's all keep in mind, why are we able to enjoy the roof over our heads, the food on the plates? In Europe, it is at least connected directly because somebody else is fighting the fights. And that somebody is Ukraine. I'm going to keep that in mind this Christmas. I want to thank you for watching my videos this year, and thank you for watching this one. I am able to do my work because of you, because of the viewer. I really appreciate you. You give a lot of meaning to my life, so thank you for being there. And as always, until my next video, Slava Ukraini!